The siren screamed through the dusty evening air as the police van screeched to a halt in front of the only bar in Olowalagba. Hi, my name is Patience, and today I'll be telling you the story of the Faceless Boy, a boy accused of rituals yet paid millions every week by YouTube. A small town on the outskirts of Lagos. People scattered, drinks spilled. The loud music died suddenly as men in black uniforms jumped down with guns swinging. "Where is he? Where is that Yahoo boy?" one officer barked. Before anyone could answer, two policemen dragged out a young man, bare-chested, chain on his neck, and fear in his eyes. His name was Raymond, the pride of the streets. Everyone had whispered about him, how he suddenly bought a Toyota Camry, rented an apartment in town, and started spraying money at parties. He was just 19, yet he lived like a king. Now, he was being thrown into the back of the van like a goat for slaughter. The news spread through Olowalagba like wildfire. "They don't catch Raymond, oh, Yahoo don't finish him." In the middle of this commotion, sitting quietly under a mango tree, was Michael Okafor. He was 16, lanky, with a face that always looked older than his age. He had just graduated from Olowalagba Community Secondary School, and while his classmates celebrated their freedom with football and dancing, Michael's mind was elsewhere. He watched the crowd jeer as Raymond was taken away. His thoughts were heavy. So this is how it ends. One mistake and everything scatter. God, I don't want this life. Michael's father, Mr. Gabriel Okafor, was a struggling farmer. His mother, Mama Jessica, real name Mrs. Rose Okafor, sold tomatoes and peppers in the town market, shouting prices from morning till night just to feed the family of 6. They were poor, not ordinary poor, the kind of poor where sometimes gari without sugar was dinner and palm oil mixed with salt was breakfast. But Michael was different. Where others saw hopelessness, he saw a crack in the wall. By 18, after hustling as a sales boy in a provisions shop owned by Mr. Daniel Johnson, Michael saved enough money to buy a techno phone. Not a fancy one, but good enough. That phone became his tool. Late at night, when everyone was asleep, Michael would sit near the cassava farm, earphones plugged in, and learn. Not about Yahoo, not about fraud, but about AI animation software. He discovered websites and apps that could generate funny characters, and with free editors, he stitched them into short, hilarious skits. He gave his animated show a name, Laughhead TV. The first episodes were rough, but funny in their own way. Mama K's Jollof Wars, a cartoon about neighbors fighting over whose jollof rice was sweeter. Pastor Coconut and the Miracle Shoe, a parody of fake pastors selling miracle shoes. Okada Man versus Uber Driver, two animated drivers competing for passengers in Lagos traffic. No one knew what he was doing. To everyone, he was just a boy glued to his phone playing games or chatting. Even his girlfriend Angela Smith teased him sometimes. "Michael, you and this your phone, eh? Are you building spaceship inside?" Michael would just smile. One day, you'll understand. From 19 to 23, Michael posted video after video. At first, only 20 people watched, then 100, then 1,000. Many times he wanted to give up, especially when data finished and he had to track to a cyber cafe in Ikeja just to upload one 5-minute video. But he refused to stop. At 24, one video from Laughhead TV went viral. When Nipa takes light during wedding, a hilarious animated skit showing a bride fainting when Nipa cut power in the middle of her vows. That single video pulled 10 million views in a month. Soon after, another hit, Mr. President in Danfo Bus, an animation where the Nigerian president entered a Lagos bus and argued over 50 naira change. That one exploded with 25 million views worldwide. By 25, Michael's channel had crossed 600,000 subscribers. He applied for monetization. The same day YouTube approved his monetization, tragedy struck. Angela, his girlfriend, fell ill suddenly. She had been fine earlier, laughing and playing with Michael, but before sunrise, she was dead. The Smith family was devastated, but their grief quickly turned to rage. Her elder brother David Smith stood at the funeral pointing at Michael. "You were the last person with Angela. Now you claim you're making money from phone and videos? Lies. You used my sister for ritual." Weeks later, when YouTube paid Michael his first check, 220 million naira, the whispers became fire. I talk 'em. Now be YouTube, now ritual. Even Michael's parents were shaken. He had used part of the money to pay his siblings' fees, fix their leaking roof, and buy Mama Jessica a freezer for her business. Instead of praise, people muttered, "Na blood money, he killed Angela." The Smith family demanded Michael swear at the community shrine. Michael refused. "I am a Christian. I can't bow to any idol." That refusal sealed his fate. The elders declared him guilty in the eyes of tradition. He was banished from Olowalagba. But in Lagos City, Laughhead TV was blowing up. His skits now pulled 50 to 100 million views each, earning him 450 million naira or more every week. Yet, the higher he climbed, the more the hatred followed. Police harassed him, villagers cursed him, even his own family started questioning his wealth. And the shadow of Angela's death never left him, because somewhere deep in the darkness, the true reason for her death was waiting to be revealed.
Michael moved to Lagos fully after his banishment. He had nowhere else to go, no friends to lean on, and his own family was torn between supporting him and fearing the curses of the community. But in Lagos, he blended in. Nobody cared where he came from. Survival was the only language. His AI comedy channel, Laughhead TV, was exploding. One week, his animation, Village Pastor vs. ATM Machine, did 70 million views. The next, Downfall Driver in Heaven's Gate, pulled 120 million views. With YouTube paying him in dollars, the conversions to naira shocked even him. 450 million naira in a single week became his new normal. He didn't touch the money recklessly. He saved, invested quietly, and tried to keep a low profile. But Lagos didn't let him hide. Everywhere he went, people noticed the clean clothes, the occasional luxury car he had to buy just to escape harassment. Police officers flagged him down regularly. "Oga, where your laptop? Wetin you dey do?" they would ask, poking their heads into his tinted car. "I'm a content creator on YouTube," he'd explain. "Abeg, leave story. Na yahoo you dey do. Enter motor make we go station." Michael would show them the YouTube Studio app on his phone, his subscriber count in millions, his dollar earnings. Some officers laughed and let him go after collecting settlement. Others shook their heads. "To make money like this from cartoon, my brother, na juju you dey use." No matter how much Michael explained, suspicion never left him. Back in Olowolagba, the Smith family grew even bitter. Angela's mother, Mrs. Evelyn Smith, cried daily and cursed Michael's name, convinced he had sacrificed her daughter. David Smith, Angela's elder brother, spread the story further. In nearby towns, people whispered, "That boy Michael, the YouTube one, narrated, him use AI comedy cover face." Michael's siblings were also caught in the storm. Peter once confronted him on the phone. "Michael, just talk true. You did do ritual?" "No, Peter. Everything I have came from my channel. I swear it before God." "Then why Angela die like that? Why money enter your hand the same week? Tell me why." Michael had no answer. The truth remained buried, and it began to eat him alive. He couldn't sleep at night without hearing Angela's laughter. He replayed their last evening together in his mind 1,000 times, searching for clues. But nothing made sense. Then one day, 2 years after Angela's death, a shocking revelation came. David Smith was arrested in Ogun State during a raid on a shrine. Police found charms, blood-stained clothes, and testimonies from other boys in his gang. They confessed David had brought his own sister for sacrifice. When the news reached Olowolagba, chaos erupted. The elders who had banished Michael fell silent. The Smith family broke apart. Mrs. Evelyn Smith collapsed in disbelief. Her own son was the one responsible for Angela's death. Michael heard the news from his car in Lekki, and tears rolled down his face. He had carried the weight of suspicion, rejection, and curses for years, only to discover that the real culprit was right under everyone's nose. But when he thought the truth would set him free, a deeper wound remained. His banishment was never reversed. The elders were too proud to admit their mistake publicly. In their eyes, Michael's wealth was still unnatural. He visited Olowolagba one last time. Standing at the edge of the village, he looked at the mud houses, the cracked walls, the mango tree where he once sat dreaming. Children ran past, pointing at him, whispering, "That's the man they say killed Angela." Michael knew he would never escape the shadow. Not here, not in Lagos, not anywhere in Nigeria. That night, back in his apartment, he uploaded a new animation to Laughhead TV. This one was different. It wasn't just comedy. It was about a young boy wrongly accused, banished from his town, yet rising to greatness despite rejection. He titled it, "The Faceless Boy." The video went viral, beyond his wildest dreams. It touched people because it felt real, though no one knew it was his own story. Comments poured in. "This is deep. Whoever made this understands pain. This cartoon they make me cry." But even as millions celebrated his work, Michael sat alone in his room, rich, famous, yet empty. The truth about Angela had finally come out, but she was gone forever, and the stain of suspicion would follow him all his life. He looked out of the window at the Lagos night sky, lights blinking like stars. He whispered to himself, "God, did I win or did I lose?" No answer came, only silence. And so Michael's story ended not with triumph or defeat, but with a question, one that lingered in the hearts of everyone who heard it. When the world chooses to believe lies about you, does the truth really matter?
Thank you for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.